All right, so at this point we have covered a ton of information as it pertains to emailing through PhoneBurner. Now, if you're a team admin and you've got a team of users, whether that's 1 or 100, going through and creating emails for every user would be painful, right? So luckily, we've got your back. In fact, as an admin within the PhoneBurner system, you have the ability to share a lot of the stuff that you do with your team. Now, we've discussed this a little bit as we've been going through things, sharing certain items, but I want to make sure that you're clear as an admin on how to share the content that you create with your team. So within your admin account in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the little settings menu. We're going to click on that, and we're going to go down to Master Config. This page is only available to team admins, and when you come here, you'll see a list of all of the different content types that you have the ability to share with your team. For example, emails and scripts. That is a really popular content type that you would want to share with your team. When you're on this Master Config page, one of the things that you need to look for is to make sure that each of the content types that you want to share with your team has a sharing status of at least add. There may be times that you want to use the override option, but 99% of the time, add is the option that you're going to want to use. So make sure that the sharing status is set to add, and then when you go in and edit that content type, for example, emails and scripts, you'll see the option to share any emails that you've created, whether those be one-touch emails or appointment emails. So there we go. I've now shared those with my team, and by sharing them, I've made them available to my organization so they can take advantage of those emails without me or them having to go in and create those emails themselves. So that's why it's super important to make sure that you use the personalization codes in your emails so the system will pull information from each user's account into their specific emails as they're being sent. Let's go back to the Master Config page. So there's a few other options I want to point out. Email message templates, I'm going to cover that in a different training, but you'd want to make sure that the add is turned on there. You've got Smart Sender, packs and resources. You'd want to make sure that the sharing status is set to add here. Button groups, that's not specifically emails, but when you're creating buttons that you want to share with your team so that you have a standard set of buttons, you want to make sure that those are shared, so the sharing status should be set to add. Same with the email signature. When you create an email signature that you want the entire team to use, albeit with their information in the signature, make sure that the sharing status for email signatures is turned on. So if you're an admin, now would be the time to go to your Master Config page within your admin account. Once again, that's found under the Settings menu, Master Config, and go here and update all of the sharing statuses for the different content types that you're going to be creating within your admin account and sharing with your team. Once you've turned on the ability to share, make sure you go into each content type and share the specific items that you want your team to have access to. And that's it for this training. Let's move on to the next step.